Hey everyone, and I want to make a real quick video today talking about something that, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I've been hinting at, and so I really want to address it before any future videos come out. And what that is that I finally moved on from one of my all-time dream cars, and that's my e38 M Sport. And what I wanted to do is just kind of talk about that a little bit, my reasoning behind it, just so you know really kind of what was up. Not that it's some surprise that I'm just like, you know what, I hate this car. See, I don't even want to talk about it. So just want to make a little quick video talking about that. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you can go back to the last couple of videos and kind of see that I've been talking about it and kind of getting ready, especially in my E38 buyer's guide video. I directly put in there that I kind of was getting ready to move on. And so that's what I did. A couple weeks ago, I found a local buyer who's a BMW nut, and I gave him a pretty good deal on the car, moved on, and he's going to go ahead and do the work to the car. And I'm really hoping to see it again, and maybe I can feature it in a couple videos in the future once he gets done with the work on. But I really did just kind of want to go over a couple quick things of why I decided to move on for a car that I owned for a year and a half, and it really was one of my all-time dream BMW. What I would say is the first thing is the fact that, unfortunately, I didn't have the funds to purchase an E38 M Sport that had all the maintenance done to it, and it was in really, really pristine conditions. So what I ended up having to do in that situation is I bought one with a rebuilt title, had 250,000 miles on it, needed a lot of work, but I was able to get myself into a car that I'd always wanted to. And looking back on that, I would definitely say that was a mistake. The car needed a lot of work, and the one thing I had not really prepared myself for, and I did talk about in the E38 buyer's guide video that I put out. And if you haven't watched that, go back, check it out, and then come back to this video. But in that video, I really did address how expensive maintenance on an E38 really is. And people will tell you, you know, they're super reliable cars and they don't need anything, but that couldn't be any further from the truth. And really what I had found in my time of ownership on the E38 is it really did need things. I mean, I bought the car with a list of things that the car needed, and more stuff kept breaking, and I barely even got to address any of the original problems with the car. I had spent, you know, roughly $3,000 in a year and a half just addressing pop-up issues that just kept continuing. And I just didn't want to continue throwing money at this car that I had decided really wasn't something that I wanted to continue doing long term. So I would say, you know, like, once again, reference my E38 buyer's guide, but I wasn't really prepared for what was all involved in the maintenance and the cost of everything when it came to an E38. And as much as I love the idea and I love the car and, you know, everything that came along with it, I did not love the bills that came along with it. And I have an E30, and it's really difficult when I have one of my favorite cars right here, and I could hardly do anything because all of my disposable income that I had put aside to work on my E30 was all just suddenly going in at my E38. And so my E30, for pretty much the last year and a half since I purchased my E38, just kind of sad. I had purchased wheels for it previously, and I fitted them when I had the E38, but I already purchased the wheels and the tires and all that. So really, I had spent no money on my E30, and essentially my E30 just sat. And the E30 is the car that I enjoy driving the most, and really enjoy the group and people that are all associated with the E30 community. And even though there's a lot of negatives with the E38 ownership that I had, I mean, I still don't regret it. I got to own a car that I'd always wanted to, and really take it around and experience what E38 ownership is like. And, you know, I met some friends and got to go on some cool road trips and do some really cool stuff with it and make some content for the channel here and for all you guys. So that was definitely a big bonus, and I'm really, really glad I did it, because now I have the experience of owning an E38. I've done it, been there, cool, and honestly, I can tell you I'm not going to do it again. I mean, maybe if one falls in my lap for super cheap or some crazy reason, yeah, I'd own one. But am I going to go out and go purchase another one ever? I would say that we're probably 99% at least of me not wanting to own another E38. But I don't want to just sit and focus on the negative. Another real big reason that it was time to move on from that car is because it is time for me to get into a car that I've wanted for quite a long time now, and I'm not ready to reveal exactly what that is yet, but I've never owned a new BMW, not brand new, but a couple years old, or even a real performance BMW. So I'm finally going to be moving into either an M car, a full M car, or an M Light car. I'm really trying to narrow it down, kind of. I'm looking at either an F80, F82, any of those, or moving into a G20 M340. I haven't made that decision yet. I still have some things to work out, look at the cost of ownership and kind of everything. But that's the big thing is I don't have the income, I don't have the space. I really can't just keep collecting BMWs. And so ultimately the E30, E38, one of them had to go. And it wasn't going to be the E30. I absolutely love it. There's nothing really that wrong with it. I love the community, as I said before. So the E38 was the one that had to go to make room for something that's way bigger and better. I really can't wait to see the next car in the future of this channel and see where we go with a new platform, with a performance-oriented BMW platform, something that's legitimately fast, and do some work to it, take it on track days, take it on my cruises, and really kind of break down what the ownership and of everything looks like in a new and performance BMW. So as always, thank you for watching the channel. If you liked what you saw, make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.